Hello guys, I am your host or trainer. My name is Vargang Panchal and you are watching this CBT on AS Network Zone YouTube channel. Today in this CBT I am going to demonstrate you how to configure VMware vSphere ESXi 7.0 DCUI. Well, DCUI stands for Direct Console User Interface, but before configuration, if you are new learner to VMware vSphere suite, then I wanna tell you DCUI allow you to interact with the host locally using text-based menus. You can use DCUI to enable local and remote access to the ESXi shell and SSH via PuTTY, and also you can configure some few other settings to your host, such as you can assign IP address whether it is IPv4 or IPv6. Here you can also assign your domain name as in suffix. Let's move for hands-on lab. So this is my ESXi host or server, and here I have installed VMware vSphere ESXi 7.0 hypervisor. If you guys don't know how to install ESXi host, then not to worry, you can check from I button. Already I have created a lab for that. It is also known as type 1 hypervisor. Via this you can set up hardware based virtualization, and here this is locally console. Here you can see for customized system or view logs you need to press F2, whereas if you need to shut down or restart your ESXi host, then you need to press F12. But here for DCUI configuration you need to press F2, and here you need to hit your credentials and press enter for OK. So this screen is known as DCUI, where we have text-based menus. First option is configure password. If you need to reset your password, you can do that. Just you need to press enter, and here you need to enter your old password, new password, and also you will have to confirm your password. I guess there is no need to explain about this option because you guys are already experts and also working with Linux, Windows Server as well as ESXi host. So here I am pressing escape button. Second option is configure lockdown mode. You can see this option is dim and we can't go over here from this DCUI console. For this you will have to configure from your vCenter server. And here third menu is configure management network. Just press enter over here, and here you can see inside configure management network there is also sub menu. First option is there network adapter, and again you need to press enter over here, and here you can see how many physical network interface card you have attached inside your ESXi host. If you want to see more details, then you can press D, and here you can see our hardware label is Ethernet 0, whereas our MAC address is this, and this Ethernet card is connected, and this Ethernet is also connected with vSwitch 0. So till now we have not discussed about vSwitch 0. This is a vSphere standard switch. We will discuss this switch later. And again here I am going to press enter and press skip so that you can cancel from here. And here sub second menu is VLAN. If you want to make this ESXi host any VLAN member, you can do that. Just press enter, and whatever VLAN number is given by your network administrator, you can assign that. But here in my network I am not using any VLAN, so I am going to press again escape from here. And now we have third sub menu is IP version 4 configuration. So if you want to assign IPv4 to your ESXi host, you can do that. Just you need to press enter, and here you can see three options are available over here. First option is disable IPv4 configuration for management network. If you don't want to use IPv4 and you are planning to use IPv6, you can use that. You will have to select first option. Whereas second option is use dynamic IPv4 address and network configuration. If inside your network DHCP server is running, you can select second option. But if you are not using DHCP server, then you will have to select third option. This is set static IPv4 address and network configuration. So here inside my network I am going to select third option via arrow key button and press spacebar so that I can select this option. And now you can assign your IPv4. Just you need to again press down arrow key, and here you can reset your IPv4. And here for my lab environment, I am going to assign my IP address 192.168.10.101. For subnet mask, I am doing nothing and my default gateway is same 192.168.10.1. So here I need to press enter. And here next menu is IPv6 configuration. Again you need to press enter. Same options you can see over here. Disable IPv6. If you don't want, you can select this option, whereas if DHCP server is assigning IPv6, you can select second option, whereas if you are planning to assign manually, you can select third option. But here in my lab environment, I am not using IPv6, so here I am going to select disable IPv6 option. So again you need to press space bar and it's done. Press enter for continue, and now right hand side screen you can see IPv6 is disabled. And now next option is DNS configuration. Press enter. Same thing for your DNS server. If inside your network DNS server is working and DHCP server is also assigning DNS server IP address, so there is no need to configure this. But if you want to assign manually, you can select second option and now you can assign your DNS server IP. And here my DNS server IP address is 192.168.10.111. I am not using any alternate DNS server, so I am erasing this IP address. Here third option is host name. If you want to rename your ESXi host name, you can do that. For that you will have to erase this and you can assign your new name. So for my lab environment, I am assigning the name host1 and now press enter for continue. Here last option is custom DNS suffix. Just press enter over here and here you can assign your domain name as in suffix. So my domain name is asnetworkzone.com. Press enter for continue and right hand side of this screen again you can see it's replaced into asnetworkzone.com. Now again you want to go on your main screen of your DCUI, you will have to press escape button and this pop-up message is related whatever you have customized inside your configure management network. You want to save these settings, then you will have to press Y, but this setting will take a reboot. So here I am going to press Y and now this ESXi host will reboot. And now our ESXi host is successfully restart and here you can see our ESXi host name is host1, whereas our IP address is 192.168.10.101. Because we have disabled IPv6, so IPv6 IP address is not appearing over here. So again I am going to press F2 so that I can configure rest menus. Here next menu is restart management network. If you want to restart your network management services, it means whatever you have configured inside your configure management network, if you want to restart those settings, you can do that. For that you will have to press enter over here and you can see you will get this dialog box. You can restart your setting because over here right now nothing is running inside my ESXi host. So quickly it will reboot this. So I am going to restart these services and now you can see it's successfully done. Services stopped and started successfully. Press enter for continue. Here next menu is text management network. Press enter over here. Especially this menu is given if you want to ping your ESXi host with another network machines, you can do that. So here at a time you can ping with 3 computers, and also if you want to resolve your name you can do that. If inside DNS server your host entry is done, so definitely it will resolve over here. But here I am doing nothing. I am going to press escape button. Next menu is network restore option. Press enter over here and here you will get restore network setting. Whatever setting you have done inside your configure management network, you can restore that. Why just you need to press enter over here and again you need to press F11. Like you have assigned your IPv4 or IPv6 IP address, so it will reset that. And we have also assigned DNS suffix entry, as well as we have replaced our ESXi host name. Each and every setting, whatever we have done the customization, it will reset that. But here I am doing nothing, so I am again going to press escape button. Here next menu is restore standard switch as well as restore VDS switch. Both options are disabled. You can't use these options from here. If you want to use these options, you will have to go back via graphically management as well as command line management. You can restore the settings, but from DCUI you have no options. So again I am going to press escape so that I can go back. Here next menu is configure keyboard. Maybe you know that while installing our ESXi host, we have also configured our keyboard layout that was English US, but still if you want to change that, you can do that. Just you need to press enter, and from here you can select another option. But here I am happy with English US language, so I am doing nothing. But in your lab or production environment, you need to customize, you can do that. So here I am going to press escape. Here next menu is troubleshooting options. Press enter over here. Here we have first option is enable ESXi shell. In right hand side you can see ESXi shell is disabled. As a security purpose, our ESXi shell is disabled. If you want to enable that and you want to configure your ESXi host via shell, you can do that. Just you need to press enter, and now you can see our ESXi shell is enabled. Now I am going to log in with my ESXi shell and going back from here. For that I am going to press escape and again escape. Now we have a shortcut key if you want to log in with your ESXi shell. Here you need to press Ctrl Alt F1, and now you can see here we have login screen. For that you need to enter your credentials. Press enter, and now you need to enter your password. Again press enter, and now you can see successfully I have logged in with my shell. If you guys are expert in Linux or already you have worked with ESXi, then not to worry, easily you can configure that. But here I am doing nothing. I am exiting from here. If you want to exit from here, you will have to press Ctrl Alt F2. As I told you that for ESXi shell, the shortcut key is Ctrl Alt F1, as well as you can use Alt F1 also. Via pressing Alt F1, you can log in directly your ESXi shell, and via Alt F2, you can go back. Again I am moving for my DCUI console. And if you want to disable your ESXi shell, again you need to hit enter over here. Second option is enable SSH. If you want to work with your putty, then you can enable SSH service so that you can work remotely. And here also you can see SSH service is also disabled by default. So if you want to enable this service, you need to press enter, and you can see your SSH service would be enabled. But again I am going to disable this service. If ESXi shell and SSH service, both services are disabled, then you can use third option. It is modify ESXi shell and SSH timeout. And as per your project SLA, you can configure availability timeout and ideal timeout. And here you can see minimum time is 0, whereas maximum time could be 1440 minutes. So here I am doing nothing. I am pressing escape button. Next menu is modify DCUI ideal timeout. Same thing for your DCUI also. Here you can see default time period is 10 minutes, whereas you can assign minimum 0 minute and maximum could be 1440 minutes. So again here I am doing nothing. And here last menu is restart management agents. If you want to restart your SSL as well as SSH services, then you can use this option. But remember one thing, if users are already connected with your SSL as well as SSH service, then your session would be disconnect over here. And for your restarting agents, you need to press enter, and here you can see again you need to press F11. Via that you can restart your agents. But here I am doing nothing. Press escape so that we can go back our DCUI console. Next menu is view system logs. In right hand side you can see we have 6 type of logs such as syslogs, VM kernel log, configure log, management agent host D logs, virtual center agent logs, VMware ESXi observations log. Whatever logs you want to see, you can see that. Just you need to press your number. Such as I want to see syslogs, so for that I need to press 1. And now you can see on our screen we have syslogs. If you want to read line by line, you can do that. Just you need to press enter. And if you want to quit from here, you will have to press Q. Next menu is view support information. In right hand side you can see few things are given. Maybe in future it could be beneficial for you. Maybe if you require your SSL or SSH thumbprint for your customizations, you can do that. But here I am doing nothing. And also you can see I am using evaluation or trial version of ESXi host. It's 60 days trial. Our next menu is reset system configuration. Whatever you have done inside your ESXi host, each and everything, it will reset. For that you need to press enter, and again you will have to press F11. You can reset your ESXi host. But again here I am doing nothing. Thank you for watching this CBT on AS Network Zone YouTube channel. If you really like this CBT, click on like button and also comment us which section you like most, or if you have any query, you can also comment us.